and how others perceived her. Tina described how she wanted to use her analytical skills to identify critical business issues, propose solutions, and make sure those solutions were implemented. Not only that, but she also wanted to ensure the changes would stick. Soon, Tina was bursting with enthusiasm for what was possible. "I see myself as a change agent," she said. And just like that, Tina reinvented how she saw herself. She immediately began to think and act more like a change agent than a newbie. She diplomatically informed her colleagues that she was no longer accepting pooper-scooper tasks, and she worked with her manager to identify some problems that were worthy of attention from an analytical problem solver and change agent. Tina was so successful with her first 2 projects that she became known as the change agent on her team. She was promoted within a year, and she began helping junior team members to get clear on their value too. Let's face it, it isn't always easy to break out and establish yourself as an up-and-coming leader. Perhaps you have developed a great reputation as a valuable contributor with a solid work ethic, but you wonder why it's not translating into career advancement. Maybe you saw a coveted role get snapped up by a colleague, a job you know you could crush if given the chance. Or maybe you raised your hand for a promotion, only to be told you're not strategic enough, or not ready yet, or that you lack executive presence, whatever the heck that is, despite the fact that you're already doing the work. If any of this sounds like you, I want to be clear. You're not alone. What's holding you back? I've spent over 2 decades helping women develop their leadership skills, and I'm honored that 100,000 professional women have dedicated time to their development by attending my workshops, webinars, and coaching programs. They have taught me about their strengths, passions, and aspirations, and they've confided the roadblocks, frustrations, and insults they've endured. Along the way, I identified 3 distinct ways women often get bogged down on the path to realizing our leadership potential. Situations that prevent us from being the leaders that we're capable of becoming. See if one of them resonates with you. You're more of a leader than you think. I frequently watch women be unaware of how much they already are a leader. Their internal monologue whispers, "But I'm not a leader yet," when in fact they have bucket loads of leadership ability. Research proves this is a misperception. A gobsmacking 72% of managers have the raw talent to continue advancing towards C-level roles, but their companies are letting a wealth of leadership talent go unacknowledged and undeveloped. It's entirely possible your leadership strengths are hiding in plain sight. If you relate to this challenge, this book will help you recognize how competent you already are by identifying your existing leadership style and strengths and uncovering the unique value you bring to your organization. This knowledge will enable and embolden you to seize opportunities to prove this competence to others and to yourself. You're the best-kept secret in your organization. I've also come into contact with many women who are confidently making a large impact as a leader, but they are struggling to close the gap between what they bring to the table and how others perceive them. As I will explain in Chapter 4, this perception gap persists among 70% of women leaders, even those at the top of their organizations. If this sounds like you, we'll work together to sharply define your leadership niche so you can wield it like a superpower and cut through the noise to become visible and appreciated. You're too busy leading to focus on your future. I've met women who feel their leadership skills are being utilized and appreciated. They're moving mountains on behalf of their organizations, but that can be all-consuming at a cost to their personal aspirations. Only 30% of established women leaders are happy with how they're perceived in their organizations and feel it fully reflects their true leadership potential. If this is you, you may want to make the most of this moment and capitalize on it to further your career. Being indispensable in your current job won't move your career forward. Your first step is to give yourself permission to pause so you can revisit and reimagine what you want for yourself and apply what you know about business strategy to your career strategy. Then give your personal brand a tune-up so it communicates your long-term potential, and use that insight to take on assignments.